Welcome to another Clojure Diary video. In this video, we are going to look into pre and post condition checking in functions. Yeah, what it is in Clojure, everything there is some data, right? Data passes from function to function, and each and every stage it gets manipulated until a stage comes where we just print it out to user or just do something, maybe put it inside maybe pack it into a HTML and send it to a web browser or something like that. So basically Clojure is nothing but a data driven language, and our data goes from function to function. So it becomes very vital sometimes, for a functions to check like whether the data is in a right condition or not. So, or whether the data is obeying some particular format or not. Okay, so that becomes very important. So, and there are ways to check for that, and we are going to look into the ways how to check it. So we are just going to see how to check it and all those things. Okay, so that's the thing. So I've just put my VS Codium, not VS Code, VS Codium. That's what I use because I believe, okay, even though I've almost got nothing to hide, I don't want big corporations to track me. So I use VS Code, not VS Codium, right? So, okay, now let me just launch Ripple. Okay, so, okay. Okay, so I usually choose this option, connect to running Ripple server, not in project. Okay, so over here I choose Linengine and then localhost. I just copy this port number. It is 50055 over here. So I just copy it, paste it over here, and that's it. I think my uh oops, I have no idea what it is. Okay, so anyway, let me just try this. If it works, I'll just go ahead. Okay, yeah, fine, right. Okay, so that's the thing. And okay, so let me just hide my terminal. Okay, go to Zen mode, right? A new file and then save it. I will save it as functionspree.clj, right? So functionspree.clj. It's actually function pre, not functions pre. Okay, so okay, I will just copy and paste the code over here, but it's better you type it. Okay, so okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so you have okay. Before this, let me just put some others. Okay, let me just put like something like some other sum or something like that, and over here I'll just take this out. So and let me just name as sum without pre. Okay, without pre, and I'll explain what pre and all those stuff is. Okay, so let me just load it into Ripple. Okay, now what I just do is like sum without pre, and I just give 2 3, and I just put option enter or alt enter depending on your OS, and it gives 5. Okay, so yeah, well and good, right? Now if I just put something like, okay, like 2 as string and 3 as some other thing, it just shows execution error or something like that, right? So that's the thing. Okay, but okay, yeah. So that's the thing, because the plus does not take in strings and all those things. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And but there is a way to check it. Okay, there is a way to check all those things, whether something is a string or not, and all those things. So let me just load the sum, right? So that's the thing, right? And now let me just put sum 2 and 3, and okay, right? It's coming 5, and maybe if I just put sum 2 and 3 and okay, right. Okay, so you might say, what's the difference between this and this? Okay, so over here, look, you are getting, okay, look, you, of course, Java is giving something, right? Okay, so that's the thing, because Java knows that, okay, like the plus can't work with a string and a number, right? So, okay, so in this case, it's good. But what in case of complex data types or something like that, right? Maybe you're passing a map and you're missing a key. So, I don't think Java will be able to, what to say, warn you like that and all those things. But over here, maybe you can check, okay, in this precondition, what you're just doing over here is, okay, so yeah, of course, the pre means precondition. So, check before executing the function, check for something. Okay, so that's the thing over here. Okay, it is like a map. Okay, it's like a map, and you just give it a key called pre, and the pre is a symbol. Okay, so that's the thing, and you just check whether a is a number and b is a number. This is definitely an and condition. Just don't think it's or something like that. Okay, so after this, you just pass a vector. In that vector, you can give n number of conditions, and all conditions are checked. Okay, only if all conditions are true, this kind of executes. Okay, okay, so otherwise it just puts an error, right? So that's the thing, right? So let's also go and look at Clojure docs and look at precondition checking. I don't know whether they will be Clojure docs. Okay, so uh, pre this I think searches only for functions, so I don't think it's there. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I'll just explain here. Okay, so but over here, uh, look at the error over here. I feel this is better. Okay, so assertion has failed. Number A, like okay, whether that is checking whether A is a number or not. So that is this string two is a number or not, and it failed. Okay, so that's the thing. So I just feel this gives a better error message and all those things compared to this one, right? So maybe you can what to say, have a function like has key, and okay, let's say you're just passing some maps or something like that. Maybe you can check whether a key is there, and if a key is there, whether the data type given in the key is the right data type or not. So you can check all those stuff. So that's the thing, right? So, okay, so once everything works fine, that is, once everything is true, it just goes to execute this one, whatever the function body is. And over here, you're just adding this thing. So, in this case, sum 3, both are numbers, yes. So, this gets executed plus AB. So, 2 plus 3 is 5. And that's what we get over here, right? So, that's the thing, right? So, this is precondition checking. So, and you might even think whether there is a post condition checking. So, yes, there is. And okay, so let's look at let's look at an example, right? Okay, so okay, so uh, okay, so what's okay? It's function post. Just put a new thing and save it. It's function post. Okay, so sometimes when you want to check the return type, and you might ask like like yes, you are returning a thing, so why you need to check? Let's say like okay, like uh, maybe you're calling some function. Okay, so some function call. Okay, function call, and what happens is this function call messes up with something, and it gives a data type that's not what to say, like uh, conducive with other things. Like okay, so like you need to return some kind of thing, but that's not agreeing. Like this some function call is not is returning some other data type or some other data structure that's not the right one. So you can check it. So you can check what you're returning with a thing called post. Okay, so here I just have some without post. Okay, so that's the thing. And what happens is like I'm just using this some without post, right? I just give 2 and 3, and okay, anyway, this gives me 45, right? Okay, so that's kind of wrong. Okay, so like it's giving me a string. Okay, at least 2 and 3, even if it doesn't give me 5, I just wanted to at least return a number. So let's say like, okay, you just have something like this one, right? So okay, so the sum a and b, right? So over here, like this function, right? Now if I just put like, okay, like sum 2 and 3, and what it says is assertion failed, like number of whatever it is. So okay, so over here you just have a thing called post, just like pre, and following that is a vector. Okay, so yeah, following that is a vector, and then you can, what to say, like pass a percentage to that. Okay, so this whatever this function process output will be captured in this percentage, and you can check whatever you want, right? So I don't know whether you can combine pre and post in a function and do it. Yeah, yeah. So I think I just forgot it. Okay, so yeah, so over here, like, okay, like pre post. That's why you need to write a book or document whatever you know, so that you can refer it later. Okay, so right. Okay, function pre-post CLC, right? So that's the thing, and so now what we can do is, okay, so that's how it is, and I don't know why it's not. Uh, I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, right. So let me just put another file, save it. Function pre-post.clj. Either I'm doing some mistake or something. Mostly I'm doing some mistake. I don't think computers will do wrong or something. So okay, so yeah, this one is highlighting, right? So yeah. So over here, yeah, I think you'll be able to explain. Okay, so it just takes in two arguments, A and B, and checks whether A is a number and B is a number. And once that has been done, this gets executed, and then okay, like while it's returning stuff, it also checks whether whatever stuff has been returned is a number, right? So that's the thing. So let's check it. Okay, so sum, and then what to say, 2 3, and it gives 5, and if I just give this 3 or something like that, and yeah, it just says assertion fail, so that's a number or something like that. And just to make, what to say, like, yeah, and just to, what to say, like, you people, just to make you people more understand, like, I'll just put something like def and add, and I'll just put a and b, and then okay, so and then I'll just return something like 42, right? So that's the thing, and rather than putting this one, I'll just put add a b, and so yeah, so I'm just doing that. Okay, so that's the thing. And now, right, okay, I'll just execute this one. Okay, yeah, first I just need to do this and then execute this one, right? And yeah, I've got the sum. Now what I can just do is add, sorry, sum 2 and 3, and then what I get is, okay, assert fail, whether it's number percentage. So this add kind of returns 42, like, but of course you're coding now, maybe you might be using a function from a library that's not coded well, and it's returning something or something. So it's better to put a post condition and check and all those things when you're not sure about the library what you're using and all those things. So that's the thing. So yeah, this is how pre and post works. Since Clojure is a data driven language, we have ways to check whether the data given to a function and the data returned from a function is accurate or not. So that's the thing. So let me just execute this and hopefully this works, right? Yeah, now it works, right? So that's how this pre and post condition works. I feel it's very, very useful since Clojure places itself as something like a data driven language, right? So that's it. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Until we meet next time, bye.